Prepping the oxygen generator, you're going to start by adding the catalyst. We're adding potassium iodide up to about there. We're then going to add hydrogen peroxide. We're going to add the hydrogen peroxide up to about there, about an inch, inch and a half. And we're going to put the nozzle on. Give it a minute to purge the air. You've just created an oxygen generator. Now we're going to create the hydrogen generator. We're going to take a piece of zinc metal. We're going to put it in the bottom of this test tube. And then we're going to add 1 molar hydrochloric acid. Up to about there. We're going to put the nozzle on, and we're going to give that a little bit of time for those bubbles of hydrogen that are being generated to purge the air, and that will allow the hydrogen to come out the top. You're now going to prep your gas collection tube. This has markings so that there are 6 separate volumes of gas that you can collect. You have to first start by filling this with water. So you put this underwater and you just squeeze out all the bubbles until this entire thing is filled with water. When you hold it upside down, no water comes out as long as you don't squeeze it. With this gas collection tube filled with water, you can now start collecting your gases. I'm going to start with the oxygen tube. You can recognize the oxygen tube because it's yellow from the potassium iodide. So when you put this water-filled pipette over the gas collecting tube, you can see that the gas is bubbling up and pushing the water out. This is the reason why we're doing this on trays, because the water is going to be being pushed out. So now that this is completely empty, I know that this is entirely filled with oxygen gas. And what you're going to want to do is put your finger over the tip of it to be sure that no gas comes out. So I'm going to show you how you can collect different amounts, different ratios of the 2 different gases. And so let's say we wanted to collect 3 parts oxygen and 3 parts hydrogen. What we're going to do is first put it on the oxygen tube, and I'm going to let the oxygen push the water out till it hits the 3rd tick mark down. It's going to push the liquid out. When the liquid gets to that 3rd tick mark, then I know I have 3 parts oxygen. Just lift it straight up, right? Now you see I have about 3 parts oxygen and the rest is water. Now I'm going to put this on the hydrogen gas generator, and I'm going to let that push the rest of the water out. And when the liquid just is pushed out, I'm going to lift this straight up, put my finger over it, and now I know that in this tube I have 3 parts oxygen and 3 parts hydrogen.